Hello, I'm on Queensferry Road, heading towards Dean Cemetery. Although it's not the usual one we go to up there. Find this bus. We're going to the extension, which is just over here. Okay, yeah. So this is the 20th century extension. So there's not quite as many graves in this part, and I think they still have burials here as well. There are some headstones here that are very recent. Um, yes, so the one I'm looking for on this occasion, I don't know what it looks like or where it is, but based on my knowledge of coming here before for something else, these are the older ones. So I'm going to start over here and we'll see how I get on. And then, yeah, I think the more modern ones head up that way. So that'll be the last place to look based on the dates. Right, I'm going to start looking. Okay, success. I have found it. It was in the third row along. So yeah, we've got Orchard Brae House directly behind this tree here, if that's where you want to aim for if you're coming. So this is the final resting place of Ella Pirrie. Now I'll go into who she was and what she did in a minute. But before I get to that, I'd just say, as I was looking around, I did see some graves in here from 2022. So I do believe that this part of the Dean Cemetery is still open for more internments. Is that the right word? Yes, I think it is. Anyway, back to Ella. So yeah, Isabella Barber Pirrie, I will put that up on the screen, 1857 to 1929. So she was either 71 or 72 when she died. Now, she was originally from Ulster in Ireland, and she actually died in George Square, which is where she was living at her death. Now, right, I will start with the reason why I started looking into her, and then I'll tell you what I found out. The reason I first started looking into her is because she was a good friend of Florence Nightingale. So that's what first put me on the path to looking into this grave. Now, subsequently, I found that is not all that she's merited with, if you like. She deserves her own merit, which she's going to get. And she does have, because she's got statues and all sorts of her. That she was the first nurse at Belfast City Hospital, where she established a nursing school there. That is her probably biggest claim to fame. Yeah, first nurse in Belfast. It's pretty substantial thing. And she became the first matron at Deaconess Hospital in Edinburgh, which is up at the Pleasance. I I have found a photo of it. I will put that over the top as well, so you can see sort of where I'm talking about. Yeah, so she was friends with Florence Nightingale. Uh, I don't know whether they met. They were more kind of pen pals, if you like, but they did write back and forth several times. Um, and Florence Nightingale did send her several gifts as well. Uh, I did read there was like a what's the word I'm looking for? It's not an inscription, like an embroidery. That's the word of religious text. I believe was a big thing, which was on display in hospital and went missing in like the 1970s or thereabouts. Has never been seen since. Um, yeah, so Ella Pirrie, a very good nurse and matron. Yeah, as I said, there is monuments for her. There is a statue outside Belfast City Hospital, and there's a plaque um, up in town for her as well somewhere. I did read about that. Yeah, the only really other thing I can say about her, um, in 1892, she resigned from nursing, and then the reason given was stress. It's kind of wild to think of that in that way, but yeah, she resigned from stress. Uh, 29 and 8. So and then had lived another 37 years. But yeah, uh, it's actually quite hard to read um, what is written on that. Scotland's first superintendent of the Deaconess Hospital, Edinburgh. There we go. From something to that must be 1894 to 1914. and it says something about higher service. Yeah. Um, yeah. Okay, that's all the facts I've got really on Ella. But yeah, I thought, yeah, worthy of a quick video. Yeah, so there's the final recipes of Ella Pirrie, uh, friend of Florence Nightingale, but also first nurse in Belfast and the first superintendent of Deaconess Hospital in Edinburgh. Okay, bye.